preparation for the episode.
Yes, you have. You need to prepare.
But it was for episode, I suppose now 45.
And
I thought
was,
we had different.
And I was completely unaware of this.
Yeah.
So tell me what your process was today, because I went on to the notes of this episode and I was like, oh, he hasn't even written anything in there.
No.
And so I just started filling things in, and then what happened? Oh, well, you can say your part.
Well, and I was the same, like, oh, she hasn't even asked me to set up another document or anything, just to, and so I was sitting there and I made a copy, and then I started to think, okay, I know his first name and I know where he sort of works. So then I started Googling.
You mean who we are interviewing?
Who we interviewing
next.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I did that, and absolutely nothing comes up at all. So then I started looking I basically looking at his first, can we say his first name?
Yeah.
Jason. So looking Jason, different journeys, LinkedIn. And it was bizarre because someone popped up that was very similar in their work, what they do.
Right.
And so I was almost going to just copy that one, but then I've made a LinkedIn bio based on no information, so I'm going to leave that till the next episode.
Until you introduce him. So I actually, I just received a call from you, say 15 minutes before I was going to come here, and you're like, "What? Where are you? What do you?" And I was like, "What do you mean? It's not for 15 minutes." And then what did you say? I'm like, "Well, I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about him."
Nothing.
And I'm like, "Who? About who?"
And look around you. I've cleaned up.
You clean? Oh,
Yeah,
is this clean?
Oh, what do you mean is this
No,
clean?
kidding. Yep, I'm being funny. Yes, so that's for our next episode. It's like a little teasery thing.
I wipe down my keyboards and...
Well, he's not going to touch those.
Well, you never know. I was just,
You might want to play with all of your instruments. Yeah. Okay. So,
waste of time that was.
What up?
Oh, what?
What up?
What?
What?
I've told my notes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I went and saw Rent during the week, the musical.
Oh, did you want me to say what's up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Normally, yeah. But,
Okay.
so I went and saw Rent during the week, the musical, and with my daughter, and it just made me feel really old. All these young people, it's like Taylor Swift has made everybody really happy and supportive, because everyone, like when they called out at the start, they said the role of blah blah is going to be played by blah blah because that person wasn't there. Everyone cheered and clapped, and then I thought, oh, maybe they know that person, but then they did it for a second person. I thought, oh great, 2 understudies. Again, everyone cheered. It was like really supportive of the actor.
Oh.
I know.
Ew.
Normally you hear people going, oh, great. Yeah, but anyway, the whole way through, people were so like, yeah. And I was like, oh, it's not that great.
I don't want to know
About
when
what?
someone's...
Don't tell me. And I wouldn't have known otherwise.
I'm so nervous for them. I'm just waiting for them to stuff up.
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah, so that's what I did really.
Okay. Rent's old. It's an old one.
Oh, it's the 90s, so it's set in 90s New York.
Okay.
In an apartment of like sort of people that don't have money.
All I know is the South Park, I think they did a sort of mock song where it just kept saying everyone's got AIDS. Has that got anything to do with it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was that.
Everyone had AIDS, really.
Right.
Yeah, sorry if I've ruined that for anybody. Lots of people had AIDS.
Right.
Okay, and I guess it was,
Should have had COVID instead.
That was sad, the AIDS bit. Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly what my mother said. You two are so similar. She said the same thing. There should be one about COVID. So how about you?
Give it my best, darling.
I do
Give it
have
my
one other
best.
thing that I want to say. That is that I met with somebody the other day, and on my phone, on an automatic photo that turned up was my daughter at Asian Day at her school that was like 10 years ago, 8 years ago. Asian Day. Everyone had to dress up as an Asian, right?
Asian Day. That's a very broad brush.
Yeah, that's on purpose so that everyone could dress up as any Asian they want.
Right.
But
that's us too. We're part of Asia.
Well, I guess we are, yeah. So anyway, she was wearing this Japanese, one of those dresses, silky dress things, because we just had one from you, I think, actually, because you were given one. Anyway, okay. So I was showing this minister because I was talking to him.
Right.
Just randomly, and we saw it, and he said he doesn't see a problem with it because I said these days, because my daughter said, oh my God, I cannot believe my school did that. You wouldn't do that these days. And he's like, well, why can't you? You're not representing them in a negative light.
Right.
So why can't people do that? He said, I can tell you that a Japanese person that sees an Australian or Caucasian person wearing that is not going to be angry at them.
No.
And this minister was Indian, right? So he,
Yep.
I guess, has a space to talk about this.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, I don't see that's a problem.
nothing to do with the topic today, but tell me what you've been up to.
Well, no, that comes to mind. There was a British comedian from, I think she was the early 2000s, I guess. I can't remember her name, doesn't matter, but she did this skit where she said at her work she can do multiple languages. Is it multilingual? And
Bilingual?
Bilingual?
What does bi mean too?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm wondering if it's
Okay.
bi or multi. Yeah. Anyway, and so there was, an African person there, a Chinese person, and then she went ahead. She actually didn't know any of the languages, and she just did the most racist versions of,
Yes.
all the things you would expect.
Yeah, we've all heard, yep.
Yeah, and it's one of the most well-known, popular little skits from that time. But there was all this conversation: could you do that now? And no, I don't think you could.
There's so much of that, don't you think? And I think that we were a bit behind, say, America and whatever. Do you remember when Harry Connick Jr. came over and he was a judge on Hey Hey It's Saturday, and one of the people on there, one of the contestants, had blackface.
Yes.
And he was disgusted.
Yeah, couldn't believe it.
And we were all like, "What?" Just yeah. It's just these things that I think that we're obviously a bit slower with those things.
Yeah. And it can affect and hurt people that get hurt enough. And I think that's kind of been the point, isn't it?
It is.
Why load more?
Well, what about Sam Kerr calling someone a white bastard?
Too. Yeah, white bastard. I'm thinking,
Sam Kerr, the soccer player, Australian but plays for Chelsea. Yes, calling a police officer a white bastard.
Yeah, white bastard. What's he got to worry about?
And I said to my husband, "That's fine. Like, who cares?" And then he was like, "But hold on, but it wouldn't be fine the other way around, reverse racism."
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is the difference is that we got it pretty good.
Well, I said they're a minority and we're the majority with this.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, okay.
That's exactly it. No, I don't think it's the same. I'm happy to be called a silly white bastard.
Yeah, I don't care because I am. I mean, white, not the bastardy bit, but as far as I know. So anyway, what have you been up to?
Well, it's been really hot, and it's hot again today, but then there was a drop. No, you don't. And I finally got to do the fire and so forth, but the biggest thing was I had a whole tree fell down and I had to cut it all up.
Hold on, that sounds like you're a pyromaniac. What do you mean you got to do the fire?
Well, wait.
It was a hot day, so I got to light the fire.
No, I like doing my fire pit. I like cooking things over the fire, yes. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But then I borrowed from the next door neighbour the mulcher, a big mulcher thing, and it didn't work.
Yes.
And so then I was like, what am I going to do with this
wood? Or
wood?
you didn't know how to work it?
Oh, no, I knew how to. It was just the wood is bendy and it just wasn't coping.
Oh, okay.
So I was more worried that I was going to break it than anything else.
Okay.
So I stopped using it. Then I thought, what am I going to do with all this wood? And I thought, no, I'll just take that fire pit up the back and burn all the wood and then cook something at the same time. But by the time I got to doing that, there was no light. It was gone. It was completely dark. And there was so much wood. I reckon it must have been 3 hours breaking wood into smaller pieces and throwing it on the fire. And you've taken a photo of my arms just to show you.
Put it on the
I've
page.
scratched the living hell out of myself. I got bruises. It was a lot of work. And the pile was so high that by the next morning, it was still just heat was emanating off it. Emanating off it.
Yes.
To the point where I went and put some potatoes in foil and chucked them in there, and half an hour later
you could just survive in the wild.
And I was like that. You know what I did? I didn't have my proper setup for the cooking, so I found 3 long bendy sticks, tied them all together into a tent shape, got a little hook, and then those that when you cook bread over a fire, it's kind of like a.
Oh, stop listening. But keep going.
No, you have to see the metal thing. You know when you got a metal thing where you put your bread in, you close it, and you can put it over the fire.
Yes, I do it all. I go bush camping.
There you go. Well, I did that, and I hung it above the fire with my chicken and cooked it. And I felt very blokey.
Yeah. Yeah, blokey. Wow, look at you.
I wanted to do that to lead to a later discussion.
Later discussion. Okay, so what is our main topic for today, Dan?
Post party discussion.
Yeah. Post party.
After party. The after party.
After the party, we went to, so anyone that didn't listen last week, we were talking about going to a party poopers party, which we did.
We did.
And now we're going to talk about how it went. And you know, we had all the sort of tools beforehand. Let's talk about what happened.
We didn't do some of the things we said we were going to do because we often forget. Let's do this, and then we don't do it. But then no one asks, well, have you done that? No. So
no.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I did the tray thing which I put in front of myself.
Well, first of all, we all arrived at the same time in different cars.
We did, yes.
And we got out, and then you were like, I'm holding the present or whatever. And then my daughter, actually, I don't know how, she must have listened to that episode because she said,
I know.
Dan's got the present, she said to me, and I'd forgotten about that. He's always holding the thing so he doesn't have to greet them.
So I can't get any hugs or anything when I arrive. But then she started grabbing me from bloody behind.
Who?
Ruined the whole thing.
Who did?
Your daughter. It was like, she found the floor.
She grabbed you she was hugging you?
Yes.
Oh, she's being funny. So I was trying to take the present off you.
Yes.
I shouldn't have done that, should I? But we were laughing. We weren't in there yet. So you kept that.
No. But
I held bags.
You held bags, yeah. So I don't think any of us had to do any hugging, did we?
No. You know what? After I had a few drinks, I went over to the party poopers party, to the person.
To the party poopers party?
The party pooper. The party pooper. And I said, look, it's your birthday. Fine, I'll give you a hug.
Oh, fine.
Went in for it.
Right.
She was standoffish.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, really. I felt like that was awkward. And then I know that she doesn't like the smell of perfume. So, and I'd had perfume on, and then she was like, oh, that was a bit overwhelming. I assume she meant the perfume. But
maybe all.
But then I was watching her later hugging other people. Didn't look so awkward. But then I spoke to your wife and I said, well, why does she not look so awkward hugging other people, but she looks awkward hugging? She was awkward hugging me, and she said, because she doesn't expect it from you.
Right, and maybe because you said you were going to.
I gave her notice.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And Jen used to do that to my family too. And I think it does make people go, oh,
no.
What?
I like it when Jen says, give me a hug, because then I know what to get. Because then I don't know whether she's going to. And she never kisses me, I don't think. But
no.
Although if she said, give me a kiss, I'd just do it. I just do. She goes, I'm going to put my tongue in your mouth. I go, sure, do it. Do it, Jen. Because, going back to the massage and the person's like, do you want me to touch your boobs? Yep,
that's right.
Yep. So anyone could come up and say, as long as they ask for consent, I'm like, yep, do it.
Whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Oh, and I just remembered then, I completely forgot about it until you said that you talked about you were going to come up and hug me, and you did.
Did I?
Yes.
Wait, how far into the night?
Oh, later on.
Oh, yeah.
Later on.
That's all right. That doesn't count.
Well, I felt like a great deal of pressure because I said I was a good hugger.
Well, you hadn't.
That's the problem.
Oh, yes, because you did. You told someone you're a really good. You.
Yeah.
Actually, he said to this person, I am a really good hugger and I'd really like to hug you right now.
Who said what?
You did. You said that to the woman.
What woman?
The woman we were talking to.
Did I?
Yes, you did. You said, I'm a really good hugger and I'm going to give you a hug now.
Oh, did I?
You gave her this big hug and then I said, I want one too.
Oh,
and that's why I got one off you.
That's right. Oh, my God.
We should say, as soon as we walked in, Dan is like, where is the alcohol? I need alcohol. And then once we had lubricated ourselves, both of us really, a little bit, then we could move, because we got the drinks, went down, you went down into that guitar area as well, didn't you? And just where there weren't really any other people, have a few drinks, then you can come out and be the life of the party, which is what you did.
Yeah. Well,
and, actually, I did it. You and I both did.
Yes, absolutely.
The party pooper said, oh, you were both quite, out there.
Yeah.
But not like falling over out there, just like chatty with everyone out there.
Well, this is what I wrote about the experience. I found it fine, but I had my full party mask on, in which I become an ebullient, which means cheerful, full of energy, an ebullient social butterfly with a full armoury of cutting witticisms. What the hell?
Was that,
Anyway, that's it. You know what I thought was happening just then?
say
you.
thank
Jen's
you.
just handed
Oh,
me
good
wine.
job.
Thank you, Jen.
he only said thank you because we're on the podcast.
But it was mid.
Otherwise, he would have said,
No,
why,
you know
why'd
what I
you
thought
take
was
so
happening?
long?
I thought you were going, oh, God. I thought you were basically having a go at what I was saying. I thought you were like snoring.
What, the creaking of the door?
Yes, I thought you were doing like a snoring sound.
Oh, because you've got headphones on.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what I thought was going. I'm like, should I stop? Okay.
Keep going.
All right. So I had a full armoury of cutting witticisms and delightful jabs. I think I kept leaving conversations incompleted, I think. Not sure.
You made friends.
I spoke to 2 strangers.
Yeah.
I hugged, apparently.
What are their names?
Oh, I know one.
Nick?
Nikos.
Oh, Nikos. And then...
No, was it Nikos?
Yeah, probably.
No, Nico.
Yeah.
Nico, because I know Nico because Nico's a singer. So that's how I remember that one.
And
That
you
was
remember
easy.
the other lady?
Absolutely.
It was something like...
She was lovely. A lovely lady.
Something like Jane or something like that.
Yeah, and I think I just recommended music to her.
You
But we
connected.
had lots of good conversation.
Connected on a mental health level. And actually,
Yes,
by the end
yes.
of the night, we had convinced her that she was also autistic.
Yes.
And she was, she like at the start, she was like, what? And then everything she said to us, we were like, that
Yep.
is an autistic thing.
Yep.
And she was convinced by the end too. We do good work.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting good, getting much better at it.
Sorry, are you still going? Keep going.
Yes.
Yeah, go. It's my job to interrupt you.
That's
all.
fine.
Yeah.
So I spoke to 2 strangers. I played a bass guitar. I demanded the host put the TV on because
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras was on.
That was really funny because the TV was on. Then you left, and this
Yeah.
other guy went, "Oh, I'm going to put the footy on."
I know.
And then you were like, "Let's go back and watch Mardi Gras." And I said, "Well, someone's changed it to the footy." Mm-hmm. What happened? Did you go over there?
I spoke loudly and said, "Oi, get this off."
Did you?
Yeah,
And did he just do it?
he did. Yeah, I think it was over. He said, "Oh, I found out the scores."
Oh,
And
he
so
had to do
quickly
that,
put it back on.
really.
Yeah.
Like, why would you change it from the Mardi Gras to the footy? Oh my gosh. Anyway,
And then his son, I gave him a short guitar lesson, whether he liked it or not.
I didn't know he had one. That's okay.
There you go. I spoke to a party pooper who will be coming on the show and her daughter. So there was,
What?
one of
Her child.
her child, yes, Shadia.
Non-binary. Yes.
And so we had a chat and talked about the confusion we had with I sent her I called her and or sent her a text as well, and she responded to me, but it didn't come to my phone. So we both went through that autistic confusion of like, well, how would you feel like the fact that I hadn't responded to you, and I'm like, I don't know, yeah. So anyway, she sent me the same message again and put my name on her phone, and all was well.
Oh, okay. I just left that for you to deal with.
Yes.
Oh, that was actually funny, a misunderstanding for autism as well, because
Yes.
initially I said I knew that we wanted to have Jane on the podcast.
Yes.
And I then sent you a link to Jane is doing a podcast, or like a video presentation with someone else. It's about, I think it's women late diagnosed or diagnosed with autism in their later life,
Yep.
or about like menopause and things like that. And so I sent you the link to it and said we need to have her on the show.
Yes.
And you wrote back and you're like, well, why don't you contact her? And I said, because I'm not going to contact her because you know her, because Dan sees her, you're actually friends with her.
Yeah, and we talked about
I've
it.
never met her. And I said, because I've never met her.
Yeah.
And then you wrote back, what do you write? Something like, oh, well, but why? Well, just do it. Just contact her. I'm like, but you are her friend. And then it's just because you had seen the link, seen
I
a
didn't
picture
have a number.
of...
That's the only reason. I just didn't have a number.
Oh, you just didn't want to do
Yeah,
it.
that-
It's the same
that's
like
all
the
it
other
was.
day. It was International Women's Day. And I said, why don't you tag every woman that we've had on the show?
Yeah.
Couldn't be bothered. So he just said, I didn't want to miss anyone out. So I'll just say it is everyone.
Exactly.
Yes, I know you well.
No, look, I started putting in names, and then I was like, oh God, I'm going to have to spend so much time making sure I don't screw up and
Yeah.
miss somebody.
I
Didn't
thought
wanna miss
I
anyone.
could just do it, but anyway. So my thoughts on you at the party were that, you were really chat. At the start, you were like, where's the alcohol? Need to get a few drinks into me. Once you did that, because you were kind of not panicky at all, but I could see that you're not comfortable.
I couldn't find the wine.
I know, and you were not comfortable.
Where's the glasses?
Do you remember at one point, like neither of us were, I don't think, too bad, but like at one point I went and got you a wine, but it was a Moscato for some reason. I got you that. And then you're like, I don't drink that. And it was with your cup. And so then I got the Moscato and I poured it into my gin and tonic. Ooh. And you just looked at it. And I said, this is my gin and tonic and here we go. And I poured it in and then I just drank it in front of you or started to drink it in front of you to see your reaction. But I don't think you understood.
I think it's weird that I don't remember so much of the stuff. And it's not alcohol that's doing that because it happens whether I am or not.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
Well, your wife is like, she remembers everything. Word. Like she can say, I remember when you said a few years ago, and she'll quote me. Or sometimes I say, did I? What did I say? And then she'll tell me exactly what I said.
It's bizarre.
I don't remember that. I'm not good. I know how I feel. I don't know what was said at the time. Anyway, so yeah, I thought you were really chatty. You made good relationships. You could have really but people were engaged, interested. You were talking about interesting things.
Yeah.
But I guess I'd like to say, how would you? I know what the answer is going to be, but how do you? What were your thoughts of me at the party?
Well, I hadn't written anything down for this.
Either had I. No. I just said it off my head. So
okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, I think that's right. Yes, you were. I think I'm very not forgiving. I don't know what the word is. You kept coming up to me when I was having a chat, the longer chat, with this one person, and we were having a really good, fine old conversation about various things and having a laugh. You kept coming up and saying, "Oh, you're still talking to your friend."
Oh, you remember that? Yes.
You did that a few
times. This is the guy, Nikos. Yeah, I would come up and at the start when you hadn't had enough drinks, this is I shouldn't do this, but it was enjoyable. I said, "Oh, you guys, you have a connection. I can feel this connection. Are you both feeling this connection between you?"
Yeah.
And I was trying to make you both feel uncomfortable, and I think you both thought it was funny. Didn't you?
I enjoy the discomfort. That's what I'm saying. I actually,
yeah.
If I was a bloke, I would have got annoyed. And then I would have had words.
A bloke.
If I was a bloke, I would have got annoyed and saying, you put me down.
I wasn't putting you down.
You don't do that to a man. You don't, all that sort of stuff. But I find it all amusing.
I find it amusing too. Right, but I'm kind of not making fun of, but I'm kind of, it is teasing people.
Teasing,
and you might not be comfortable in that, but I mean, I know you would think it's funny.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether he thought, but I don't know him, so it doesn't matter.
No, he looked uncomfortable. Which I found amusing in his way. But even so, like, it was funny. Like, I was talking to him about food, and he was obviously he's been desperate to sort of learn how to do barbecuing. So I started giving him some ideas and what to do.
And do you know what else you did? You invited him over here for a barbecue.
I know, that's yeah. Oh, well, I was going to say that later, but I'll say it here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I said the previous night, Night Dan invited a stranger to a barbecue at my house without consulting me.
Can I also say this is not the first time you've done that, Dan. You have priors. You have invited odd people to your house.
Yeah, I do.
And your wife says, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
We do not know these people. These are people from the internet."
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well. Yeah.
So I actually spoke to the party pooper whose party it was, and I asked for a bit of an update what she thought of the party.
Yes.
Did you listen to it? Because I sent it to you.
I did. I'm going to see if I can just play it now on the mic.
Oh, okay.
Let's try this so I don't have to try.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hi, Bianca. In response to your question, Dan is a treasured party guest when I have a party because he puts a lot into being at the party. You can really sense it.
I'm asking.
It was lovely. He used one of his own strategies when entering the party. He held a present in front of him.
She noticed.
But then it was very funny because then he went on to explain at length what he was doing, and did I get what he was doing? I'm like, yeah, I listened to the podcast, I get it. And he's one of those people who can talk to anyone, it seems. So I wouldn't have agreed with Dan's assessment on his party skills. I think he's super good at it. I think, like you, Bianca, you put a lot into being good guests and seemingly enjoying yourself. I hope so.
I really liked that, but I mean, she's a very smart person, but she's basically saying you and I are the life of the party. Besides herself, you and I were just dominating.
Well, I got a lot of masking experience of doing these.
So do I. We both have great masking experience, and you and I together, team.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I think we'd be good. That's why I think we'd do good doing live stuff.
Oh, are we doing a live show? Are you announcing a live show?
I think so for the 50th. That's what I want to do, and I know there's people who want to show up.
Okay.
Yeah, there's people who do want to show up.
All right.
Be a part of it.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's do the live show. Okay.
It's 6 episodes away, isn't it?
Oh.
Is that how maths works? I can't work out because we're 44 now.
Yeah, 6.
Does that make it 6 or 5? Because 6 is the 50.
So it'll be 5 because it'll be that one after.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That sounds really great. We will invite people over.
Absolutely. And I've already asked a few people and they said yes.
Well, you need to ask me if that's okay.
Well, we talked about it.
Not with who it was. Did you ask Nikos or Nico, whatever his name is?
No.
You sure?
Maybe
the other person who we don't remember her name. You probably did.
know.
Come to my 50th.
No, it's just for party poopers. That's all.
Okay, so you've got a lot of anxiety coming up to the party, but then you seem to have a ball while you're actually there.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. And so tell me about post-party, like the next day.
Okay, so I was a bit worried about like the onion thing, and I hadn't taken a tablet to deal with it, so I was a little bit careful with what I ate. So I didn't actually have too much. And of course I was in all the mask mode. I wasn't sure how much I was drinking, to be quite honest. But the following day I didn't feel hungover at all.
No, either did I. It's because it was quality alcohol.
Maybe that often is a good reason for it.
Yeah.
I didn't spend a bit of time thinking about it. Jen always wants to bring it up and talk about it.
The next day, does she?
Yeah.
Ah.
The one thing I did was that jolt of panic, like, oh God, I just invited someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's fine, but and I don't mind doing that, but maybe I have to actually follow through on this now.
Are you? Oh, so do you have his number?
No, it's just going to be going through our party pooper. Because they'll be invited as well, so it's not...
Okay. Maybe why don't you just invite him? Why don't we have a barbecue and just invite him to the 50th episode?
No.
Oh.
We can't.
Why?
That's weird.
Oh. Okay.
That'd be weird.
Okay.
We need to... We want people there who actually listen.
That's true. That's a good point. If he contacts you and says, I've been listening, I love it, invite him.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So
what did I say?
I don't know.
Broadly.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would feel the same way. I think I ticked the box. It was done. I'm glad I went. I felt comfortable at the Party Pooper's house. Extra comfortable because it reminds me of the Brady Bunch house.
Really?
So, Brady Bunch. Everything's nice and safe. I love all those old shows like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it does actually make me feel safe there.
Yeah, that's really nice. That's a nice compliment as well.
On their house, is that? Can they take a?
You just said
a compliment on someone's house?
You just said you feel safe there. That's
I do,
big,
absolutely.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, in
and it's
both
not.
ways.
I mean,
Host
if it was just the house and the people were awful, you wouldn't feel safe, right? So you feel safe. That's good.
She lived up to the vibe.
Yeah. Okay. So there was no giving away a car or anything like that.
No.
And we talked to people. We had a few drinks. Mm-hmm. There was food there as well. There was a croquembouche with the toffee, which I love the toffee.
There were games. Bananagrams.
Bananagrams, of course, yes.
There were guitars and basses.
There was the Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras. There were two of our teenagers sitting on the couch with their nose up against their devices.
Yes, and then my other one, he was there too with the others in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was actually good. And I really wanted to bring them, and it was nice that Party Pooper allowed us to because it's a really good social experience
It is.
Because no one invites kids anywhere anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell us a little bit, just kind of briefly, not too much detail. Tell me about some post-party things that people should be doing?
Well, it's something I did, which
Okay.
was, and I'm very mindful of that now, which is that self-care, the resting. And to be honest, both of us had no energy
No,
to get anything
do you mean the
achieved.
both of us, like me too, or
Jen
you
and
mean
I. Jen and
okay?
I, just
well,
we
because
both.
then we also got invited to the party pooper's house the next day because they had lots of food left over. I don't know whether Jen told you,
No.
but we were both like, "No, we can't. I just can't. That's really lovely, but we just
Okay.
can't today." I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
going,
well,
keep going.
I didn't hear about that. But, again, I wouldn't have necessarily wanted to because it's like, oh, man, I just did it again.
Yeah.
You know? I think, we found the next day and evening it was a bit of a write-off. We just
Yeah.
didn't
So
have any
although we
energy.
weren't hungovery sort of thing, it was just like I can't do the group of people. Not that it was a big group, and you feel safe there as well though. But
I know. But I think the point is just don't expect to get a great deal done the next day
yes,
after a
that
big
is
party
the
like
point.
that. Prepare
yes.
yourself to chill, decompress.
But it's also kind that the party people invited us the next day because they thought that we were so amazing that they would invite us the next day again because they want to continue that party
Yeah,
on.
it wouldn't have happened, would it? They would have been very different
No,
masks the next
yes,
day.
different ones. Yeah.
Yep. Second thing was gradual exposure. Gradually increase exposure to the social events. Start with smaller gatherings and work your way up. So this is for people who haven't been to a party in a long time or an event like this for a very long time. Whereas I
Yeah.
think for both of us, we've sort of got decades of experience of doing it, having to do that before we even realised
Yeah.
what was going on.
Which I guess a lot of people feel that way too. But yeah.
Yeah, but they're small victories, things you can actually achieve
Yeah.
by just doing small things and feeling good about it, you know.
Don't ask me to go on a small plane before I go on the big plane.
No, that's a bit different. No, to me, that's the
No,
opposite.
yeah, opposite.
That's
oh,
you're
no,
working
never,
towards
never
the
going on
small
on
plane.
the small plane.
No,
Okay, next
don't
one.
do that. Don't.
Pew, pew, go.
So prepare in advance. Know what, as we talked about on the last episode, which is knowing the details, getting a lay of the land, that kind of stuff. So you're not uncertain. I had that. You had that because we already knew it was the Brady Bunch house. We don't think we talked about having an exit plan, but I think that's a good idea to have if you're just completely overwhelmed.
This isn't post party stuff.
No, it's sort of not. It's because it's sort of looking ahead. But once you're there,
Yeah.
that's what you're looking for. And as I said on the last episode, even if I'd said to Jen I'm ready, she would have said,
Ready to leave.
yeah. And she said no.
Yeah, she would have said no. Not ready. I'm playing bananagrams.
Did you take anything as far as like sensory tools or anything like
I
that?
thought you meant
Fidget
drugs.
stuff? Well, yes,
no.
I took that.
No, but I don't need them because I've grown up where I had to hide it. So my sensory tool is my fingers.
Oh, is it?
Squish my fingers.
This is my sensory tool.
Yeah.
A glass of wine.
No, I squish my fingers together and my toes and things like that.
Sorry, that's a really nice sound.
It's like jingle bells. It's like Santa.
Isn't that lovely?
And also we need to identify safe people, which you did. You really did identify yourself. You chose lovely people to talk to.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and it was just funny because sometimes it was that longer conversation I had was it just happened to be standing next to me, and
And they happened to just be
it really
okay to
worked. It
listen
was
to what you were
easy.
talking about.
yeah, it was a really easy conversation.
What about normalising boundaries?
Well, what does that mean?
Well, it's okay to decline invitations or
okay.
to leave early. That's
Of
what I was.
course,
Yeah.
of course, and that happens within the parties as well. That it's sometimes a nice thing if you can to sort of prepare them, just to say, don't feel bad if I either leave early or if I go out for a while, go outside. If I go and sit and stare at my phone for half an hour,
Yeah.
that sort of stuff's. It's nice to communicate that with people around you.
I think it's good to say it beforehand because if you're
Yeah.
saying it on the night or afterwards, they might feel that it was because of the way they had
Yeah.
their party. And what it was. So if you say beforehand, just letting you know, I'll probably blah, 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 then it's not anything to do with how they've set up their party.
Well, we had that spot that we went to.
Yeah, that was a great spot.
It was a bit away from everywhere else, and we were able to go and do that.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. Scope it out when you're there. Whatever the situation is, go and find a spot. You can go
Yes.
chill.
We also just need to remember that everyone's experience is unique.
It is.
Just need to find, I guess, what works best for you and be compassionate towards yourself.
Exactly. There's a fine line, isn't there, through like suffering through something as opposed to giving yourself just affording yourself to be brave. Just maybe pushing yourself a little bit more than you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But don't overwhelm yourself.
So I think that you are more PDA than I am. I'm a little bit like in terms of if someone does give me like, oh, you know, do you need this, this, this? I'm like, no, I don't. Do you know what I mean? Like if they're going to say like, oh, because of, you know, I know you're autistic. Do you need these sorts of things? And I'll just automatically say no.
Yeah. I'm sort of allowing myself to.
But you might like that more.
Yeah.
Like if they said, oh, here, Dan, here's a cozy blanket for you. I don't know. I don't know what you need. But yeah, here's your nook. Here's a guitar.
Yeah, here's a guitar.
You might be like, thanks. I appreciate that. Whereas I would be like, no, I don't need that. Yeah.
No, that would be good.
But I wanted to confront you. I wanted to with something as I think this is an interesting discussion.
Okay.
On Tuesday night, you went out to a carers event for males with my husband.
Oh, so more social stuff. Okay. So we're
Yes, you did.
smoothly moving. Yeah, okay.
Yes, there's like 7 men or something there. So it was a dinner and you get a drink and, you know, dinner, drink, and you chat with, like the 6, 7 other carers there. And how did you find that experience? How was that for you?
What about and
Yeah, so let's talk about, you know, you were drinking some raspberry cordial when my husband arrived.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
To lubricate the...
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was because, let's be honest, I was given a task
Yes.
to do.
For me, I said,
Yeah.
you need to go here, you need to spruik the podcast.
Because I said no.
But I had only said that to you because I know that works for my son. That if I give him a mission or like, oh, you should do this because, and there is a benefit, he will always do it. And I know that works for you as well. So that's why I said that. Go there for this reason. But I actually just want you to go to the event.
But it's good. It's like we talked about. Sometimes it is good to set yourself some sort of fun little goal.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't become an overwhelming experience. It's like, oh, I'm going to have fun doing this or doing this. I'm going to try small talk. I'm going to, whatever.
So this is at a restaurant. And you go there.
It was, well, no, it was like more like a bar-y kind of,
restaurant.
one of those sort of situations.
Yeah.
Noisy, everything sort of open plan and that kind of stuff. And it was upstairs and...
You don't like stairs.
Walking, they were already there, so I was walking over. It was like a, do 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 do
Yes.
do.
But with my husband. With my husband.
Yes.
Yes.
But it was still like ominous, like, oh, here we go. Okay,
Yeah.
prepare thyself.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah, and it was called the Bloke's Dinner.
I know.
Right?
See, I don't like the word bloke. I
'Cause
don't
you're not
like
a bloke,
the
yeah.
word bloke because I don't associate as.
Yeah, some
a
blokes
bloke.
don't like it. I understand that.
I would, if I had control, if I was the person who was marketing this, I would have called it a gentleman's diversion.
Oh, can you actually send me through some alternative names?
Yeah.
And I will pass it on to the people. Okay?
Well, without
Few
the
different
ye
ones.
olde English, maybe, but there's connotations to that.
Yeah.
Blokiness means, loud and constant jokes and
Beer.
beers and that's a thing. When we sat down, there was a lot of beer talk.
Was there?
Well, there had to be because we were working out what you're going to have to drink. You know?
But you were drinking wine.
I know I was the only non-bloke there,
Ah.
so everyone else was having.
Everyone else was a bloke. Okay.
Everyone else was a bloke.
And so I was on the phone to your lovely wife, as I often am, when you arrived home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you walked in and she said, how was it?
Mm-hmm.
And you said, what did you say? We don't know actually because neither of you remember words, but you said something along the lines of,
Probably wouldn't go back.
yeah, you probably wouldn't go back, and they were a lot more energy than you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that sort of energy.
Yeah. But I'm sort of, that's that sort of PDA initial going there and not really considering the whole evening.
But then I spoke to my husband and I said, Dan said he didn't really have a very good time.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, bullshit. Yes, he did. He didn't stop talking about this, and this. He was talking the whole time. And, you know, he said he even swapped his number with a couple of people. You asked someone to come over.
So I gave cards.
And guess what? Have a barbecue and listen to music.
Did I? I don't
Yes, you
remember
did.
this.
Yes,
I
you
don't
did.
remember
Darren, you asked Darren. You swapped numbers and you asked him to come over for a barbecue.
Is Darren the one I was chatting to the most?
I wasn't there, but I think it was like the older, more maybe the probably one of the older
We
guys.
started
oldest
talking
guy.
music.
Yeah, music. Yeah, he's the one that likes music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, it was like I mirror. So what happened? So what happened when I went there was I scope, and I sit back and go, oh, okay. So this is these guys are a little bit rowdy. They're loud. They're doing that sort of banter, a couple of saucy jokes, that kind of stuff. So I'm like sitting back saying, oh, have I got it in me to match this tonight?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if I did.
I've had a few.
Yeah.
What?
Then I started thinking, oh God, like it was like the drink was ordered, but then I saw I envisioned that there wasn't another opportunity to get another one because I was too nervous to go up and get one of myself. Partly because I was like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to then ask everyone for a bloody drink?
Oh no,
that's too much.
You're autistic. You need to just get your own drink, and you just need to be like, oh, I need another fucking drink.
No,
that's what you need. That's what blokes say, isn't it?
But blokes shout.
I need to get another fucking drink.
No, no, they shout at each other.
Oh,
drinks. So I didn't know what to do. So I just had the one, and that was it.
No, because then I agree. Because then otherwise you'd be shouting everyone, and then you wouldn't, and then it wouldn't get another one. And then you have to go again, right? But then also one of the people who is the person who's coming on that podcast next, Jason, he texted me the next day and said, "Great dinner last night. Your husband is a ripping guy, and Dan was a hit! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Best one I've ever been to."
Oh my God.
Right? So I'm like, and you're like saying, me.
I know. It happens a lot though. It does.
What, the people think you're amazing? That's because you're working really hard for them to like you, because you don't want anyone to walk away and think that they didn't really think you were very interesting.
But here's the thing that I was amazed, and I was like, I was proud of them. I don't know how to describe this, but anyway, when they could see that I was sitting back a bit and not engaging.
Yeah.
And what was just amazed me is that I could see they clearly saw that was going on.
Yes.
And then started engaging with me, asking me questions.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they all stopped and they all started engaging and talking about what they were talking about the podcast. They were asking all these questions, and I was just. I remember laughing a couple of times going, what's going on? Why are they asking me so many questions? And so, I ended up just being that centre for however long.
Yeah, but from everyone else, from two of the other people there, you had a great night. But you're pretending? But then when you know what I think it is? I think it's your PDA. You walk in the house, your wife says, how was it? You're not the one that, that discovered this in the first place. I'm the one that sort of forced you into it, and she probably helped. You can't say it was great. Thanks so much for suggesting it.
It's different. I think the fact of the matter is I don't know what a good time is really.
Yeah.
I wrote down here because I was thinking about this, because I was exhausted when I got home. I'm ADHD inattentive, and so my idea of the perfect social outing is to be with, I say a few people who equally have no time for small talk and get directly into discussing trauma or finding the quickest way to lead the conversation to somewhere bizarre and hilarious.
Yeah.
Because the friends, my close friends, that's exactly what we do.
So you know what? Next time if you go to this dinner again, you should actually say, give me that information beforehand. I'll pass it on to them and I'll say, Dan does not like small talk. He wants to talk about, what is it, like funny things?
That's right, because I was saying, you're free to be open, and I'm just like, you don't know me.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this other stuff. Please, let's talk trauma.
But you should say that. You should say that. And they will.
I think I did. I sort of did, but I don't think people actually believe when you say that, because most people, particularly
but these people
in a bloke situation,
only work with autistic people. Yeah, but these people, no, these are great guys.
They
great
really
blokes. Were. Yeah, no, they are great.
Yeah, they did. They were.
So are you now
top?
You're going to go again, are you? Yeah,
I think I would. And they ask it at the end, well, would you, what sort of night would you like?
Oh.
And I said, I'll like a listening party. And then your husband was like, oh, yeah, right. Except no one else will get to play their music, will they? But no, I don't. That's not. No, I've had little listening parties here with friends, and they, they don't play stuff.
I could not think of anything more boring. You sit here and listen to music.
Yeah. completely, just quietly, and then talk about it afterwards.
About the music.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one of the best nights in years with Party Pooper Mark, who listens to us.
Yeah.
And he came over with some of his records, and we spent a lovely evening having dinner, like takeout, and putting on his records, where what would happen is he put on a record and we'd talk about it, and then I'd find something I think he would like and play a bit of that, but then go back to his
You've
record.
lost me. I'm not really interested. But
No,
what about
it's
we go on
fascinating.
to recommendations?
Queen, Innuendo.
Play the music.
Oh, my God.
Recommendations. Is there music for recommendations?
Recommendations.
Okay. I recommend dogs. Yep. That's it. Dogs.
Oh,
Not cats.
yeah.
Dogs. And that's all. So, did you
Oh,
want...
what are you saying about the one above here?
I don't like text fuck-ups. I don't want to do them anymore. I've had enough. My fixation on them has gone, has finished, and
Yeah.
I don't want to do it anymore.
It's hard to find them, isn't it?
Yeah, like we've done
Yeah.
the good ones. Let's
I
just
know.
say la vie. Yep.
Oh, it's changed. It's gone down.
Now, yes, it has gone down. Did you want to talk about the listener feedback we've got?
Feedback, it's the feedback.
Oh,
Because you can say that something doesn't affect you, but through this whole episode when we're talking, I'm thinking, do we sound like a tuck shop?
a tuck shop. Oh, okay. So, where did I put it? Did I put it on the private page?
Yes.
Okay, let me just go to the private page then. Because I went on iTunes, I noticed there were like 13 reviews. And, that's what I wanted to do after this. Okay.
Were the other ones good?
Excellent. They're all great.
Well, then let's ask other people. Could you go into iTunes and actually review us?
Okay, well, let's do this now, right?
Okay.
I've got this beautiful sounding wine glass here. Now, the problem is when you tell people, can you please go and review us, and iTunes is a good one to do, or Google Podcasts as well, is people
Spotify.
go, oh yeah, all right, and then they don't do it. I thought, how far in are we now? Okay, so what are we looking at? We've got time. We're going to sit here and wait.
I'm going out for dinner.
I know, but you're not going quite yet. No, we're going to sit here and wait now, live, like as it's recording, and wait for people to go and at least open the browser to where you've got to put in
But then
an
they
iTunes
oh,
review.
okay. All right.
So let's just sit
Just
back
play
and
the
wait.
music.
No, I'm going to play this. Don't say anything too engaging because I don't want them to stay around listening to.
Okay, 5 stars. 5 stars. 5 stars.
So iTunes, Google Podcasts. There's a few places.
Spotify.
iTunes is easy, because it's just easy once you go into the iTunes. Well, it's not iTunes, it's Apple Podcasts,
Oh,
and
Apple
it's easy to
Podcasts.
find where you can put it. At least go and find where it is that you need to put in a review.
They don't
for us.
really need to write anything either, do they? They can just give us the 5 stars.
I think we're being too engaging at the moment. We need
Oh.
to stop.
I think they're finished. I can't wait.
They're not yet. Amazing.
Yes.
This is too engaging for me.
Yeah,
It's probably
okay.
too engaging for them. Okay. What I'm hoping to see then is when I go on after this one's released, that should mean that there's more reviews. I should be seeing more reviews based on.
That would be amazing.
We gave up some of our airtime.
Okay, so anyway, are you going to read the review that was really awful?
Oh yeah, forgot about
Wasn't it? Well, it was funny
that. Okay, no.
because I don't care.
Well, I'd said on there. I said it's like art.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a 1-star review, and the heading is drivel, and I haven't got his name. KKMMPP. I think that's what their handle
Yeah.
is. Drivel. It's like sitting in the staff room of a public school listening to the canteen lady. I'm just trying to look across and put your arms up for a second.
No,
you
I've
got
got
tuck
good
shop
arms.
lady arms.
No.
It's listening to the canteen lady and the new PE teacher trying to make conversation, and they get onto the topic of autism and say sentences relating to it until a student knocks on the door and tells a story that could have been told in 3% of the time they took and would have been just as pointless either way. There's nothing of value here.
Yeah. I want to know what episode they listened to.
No, maybe the Christmas Spectacular.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is, I feel like we need to delete that because that's embarrassing. Someone said to me, oh, listen to your Christmas one the other day. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. That's embarrassing.
It's great.
I go red and I don't normally go red.
I loved it.
That would be funny. You probably did listen to that one. Do not listen to it. If you haven't listened to it, don't bother. It's just a whole lot of...
Please.
Dan made me sound really bad with my singing. Yeah.
Well,
So,
Carl Pilkington says, you've got to have your critics. You've got to have your critics.
yes, that sounds amazing. I don't know who that is, but tell us about autistic moments.
Oh, yeah, this is another one of those embarrassing ones.
Autistic moments.
What, now? And, I work at home 4 days a week.
Yes.
And it's been hot as well. So what happens when it gets hot is my skin doesn't cope. Okay. And I end up getting annoyed. My skin gets irritated and I start itching. And so you can even see on my legs, see down at the bottom there?
Yes, I can
Still
see.
got remnants of,
Yeah.
just to show you that this is true, of where I was scratching myself in my legs till I was bleeding. It was getting ridiculous. It was insane. And so when I was at work, I realised I need to keep it moisturised so I don't keep scratching because it was getting itchy all the time.
Yeah.
So I decided to bring down my Cera, C-E-R-A,
Yeah.
moisturising lotion, a big
work.
tub,
Yeah.
a really big tub of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I wanted it nearby, so I literally just put it on the ground next to me, next to the desk. But then it wasn't until I had a couple of people go past or actually come to the door either to go upstairs or dropping something off to me that I realised that they were coming into the office. They would have looked down and seen right next to me a very big lotion, moisturising lotion.
Like 1 litre. Yeah.
1 litre moisturising lotion sitting next to my desk. And it didn't even occur to me that there could be other ways of seeing this because, I mean, I wasn't saying to them, oh, man, my scratchy legs, have a look.
No.
There was no opportunity to talk about that.
No. I
And
don't know
so-
what they would think about a man having that on the ground.
We know exactly what people would think. So all I know is that now I've got all these people who've gone past and looked down and thought,
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah.
But what do I do? What do I do with that? Is it another situation when my pants drop down that I have to sort of talk about it and say, by the way, I know you saw the moisturizer. It's just like, if someone sees you picking your nose and it's like, no, I was just scratching the outside.
Yes.
They're just going to think I'm now just making up an excuse. So yes, of course you have,
Do you know
itchy
everyone
legs.
that saw it?
Yeah.
So you can just talk about your eczema. It's a long game. You've got to play the long game when the opportunity arises. So I've got one that I really want to tell.
Okay.
But I should probably wait till the next episode.
Okay.
What do you think?
Maybe.
Okay, I will.
Let's.
Okay.
No, it's good
All
timing.
right.
It's good
Before we finish then, did you want to just give me one compliment?
I don't know why I looked outside. I looked outside for help. I've lost my ability to I should have had.
Just
I had
answer the
something.
question.
Oh God, I can't think of anything. Now I'm trying to think about the party.
I'm packing up.
Not much really achieved there, other than teasing. So there is not much. To
Do you like my
compliment
dress?
There, I haven't even looked. What is it? Well,
It's like this, and it's good. It's got like bows on each side, so I can actually adjust it to make it like
it's a bit Little House on the Prairie, maybe.
not hippie.
No, yeah, I suppose hippies like older,
Yeah.
cottony kind of dresses, but I'm not going to compliment
Okay.
that.
No. Okay. I brought my own drink with me today.
Put your own drink.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't.
We're starting to sound like the PE teacher and the
I know,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
This could have been done at 3% of the time.
You
and
need
even
to
then
have
would
this
been
written
useless.
beforehand. Write it down.
I'll write one down, or maybe I'll just ask AI because I've been
Yes,
doing
do
that
that
a
next
lot
time.
lately.
Next time, ask AI. Okay.
Oh, it's been the best.
But for now, we're going to say goodbye.
What was that for?
It was just a tambourine. It was here. Next time, party poopers.
I want to put this into a song. This is fantastic. This is the best sound ever.
Okay.
Oh.
Bye.
Pew.
Bye.